Assalamualaikum and hello everyone. In this video, we are talking about one of the most fascinating marine birds, the penguin. Penguins are flightless birds that are specially adapted to life in the ocean. They are found only in the southern hemisphere, especially in cold regions like Antarctica. These birds are well known for their upright posture, waddling walk, and strong social behavior. They play an important role in marine ecosystem, not just as predator, feeding on fish and squid, but also as prey for larger animals like seal and orcas. Now, let's take a look at some of the special features that help penguins survive in such extreme environment. Instead of wings, penguins have flippers, which they use to swim quickly and gracefully underwater. Their black and white coloration is called countershading. The white belly hides them from predators below, while the dark back camouflages them from above. They also have dense waterproof features to keep them warm and dry, and strong solid bonds that help them dive deep without floating up too quickly. All of these traits make penguins perfectly adapted to life in the ocean. There are 18 species of penguins in the world. Penguins are classified into different genus groups. The main ones include Eptinodites, Phagocylis, Spaniscus, and Eudiptes. The main one includes Eptinodites, which includes the emperor and king penguins, Phagocylis like Adilla and Gento, Spaniscus like African penguin, and Eudiptes, which includes the crested penguin. Each genus has its own unique traits, but all penguins share similar adaptation for surviving in marine ecosystem. Next, there are two well-known species of penguin. The first is the emperor penguin. It is the largest of all penguins and lives in Antarctica. The second is the king penguin, slightly smaller and found on some Antarctica islands. Both species are highly social, live in large colonies, and are excellent swimmers, spending most of their time in the water. Now, let's compare the emperor and king penguin to understand how they differ. The emperor penguin is the largest species, growing up to 120 cm tall, while the king penguin is slightly smaller, reaching around 95 cm. If we look at their head and neck features, the emperor penguin has a pale orange throat and light orange ear patches, while the king penguin displays bright orange ear patches and a distinctive steel grey collar around the neck. In terms of body parts, emperor have shorter beaks and flippers, while king have longer ones, which help them swim more efficiently. Even their calls are different. The emperor penguin has a deep rheumatic call, while the king penguin produces a higher pitches, trumpet-like sound.
Importance and significance of penguin. The first importance is we can study for their unique physiological adaptations, for example, surviving extreme cold and diving reflex. Penguins are studied for their ability to survive in extreme cold and deep underwater. Their thick feathers, fat layers, and diving reflexes help them conserve heat and oxygen. These traits offer us into evolution and human medical research such as hypothermia treatment. And the second importance of penguin is to serve as bioindicators of marine ecosystem health changes in their population to reflect ocean changes. Penguins are bioindicators changes in their populations reflect shifts in ocean conditions like temperature, ice levels, and food availability. Monitoring them helps scientists track the impacts of climate change and human activity on marine ecosystems. As for the ecological roles of penguins as predators, penguins play a key role as mid-level predators in the marine food chain. They primarily feed on small fish, krill, and squid, helping to regulate the populations of these species. Their foraging behavior influences the distribution and abundance of prey in the Southern Ocean, maintaining the ecological balance. As prey, penguins themselves are an important food source for higher predators, including leopard seals, killer whales, and seabirds, which are squads, which prey on eggs and chicks. This makes penguins a vital link in transferring energy up the food chain. And for the last one is maintaining marine food web balance. By both consuming and being consumed, penguins help maintain the stability of the marine food web. Their interactions with other species ensure the functioning and resilience of southern ocean ecosystems, making them essential to the overall health of these environments. Why is penguin important for human and nature? It's because penguins play a vital role in the balance of marine ecosystems. By feeding on fish, krill, and squid, they help control populations of lower trophic level species. This keeps the food web in balance, supporting ocean health and biodiversity. A healthy ocean benefits humans too, providing food, regulating climate, and sustaining economies. Protecting penguins means protecting nature and ourselves. Second, penguins support ecotourism. Penguin watching boosts local economies by attracting visitors, creating jobs, and supporting conservation efforts. Lastly, penguins are crucial for climate change research and raise awareness about marine conservation, helping us understand and protect our changing world.
There are 5 major threats to the penguin. The first one is climate change. Climate change has led to disaster breeding failures. The melting of sea ice, particularly in Antarctica, is causing high chip mortality rates and breeding failures for penguin species, with 90% of the emperor penguin population predicted to be nearly extinct by the end of the century. The second one is marine pollution. Examples of marine pollution are plastic ingestion and oil spill. Penguin and other marine animals face health issues when they are eating plastic, as it accumulates in their stomach and hinder food processing. Plastic removes pollutants from seawater, leading to cancer, birth deformities, neurological and reproductive illness. Meanwhile, oil spill compromise feather waterproofing, causing death and hypothermia. Third is overfishing. Overfishing in Namibia led to decline in southern number in the 1950s, forcing penguins to switch to bearded gobies as their primary prey. This poor diet, despite their abundance, has resulted in a decline in penguin numbers and increased susceptibility to disease and predators. Invasive species. Invasive species introduced by humans disrupt ecosystem by lacking natural predators, carrying new disease and competing for resource. For example, in 1999, over 500 resident penguins were reduced to less than 10 by 2006. And the last one is human activities. Examples of human activities are irregular tourism, noise, and industrial development. Corals, home to over 80% of Humboldt penguins, is at risk from new open-pit mines, desalination plant, and commercial port, exposing marine life to pollution and habitat loss. Next is conservation effort for the penguin. The first one is zoological park. The Species Survival Plan (SSP) is a captive propagation and management program for preserving treated or endangered species in zoo and aquariums. SeaWorld San Diego is participating institution maintaining various penguin species through a comprehensive breeding program. The next one is marine protected area. MPA are ocean areas designated for restricted activities like fishing, based on critical habitats or biodiversity hotspots, and are effective in supporting ecosystem function by reducing human interference. The last one is improving breeding or nesting habitat. Studies in South Africa and Namibia suggest that implementing habitat conservation measures such as providing artificial nest box and burrows can improve penguin breeding success. There are some fun facts about penguins. The first one is penguin pop every 20 minutes. Penguins have a very fast metabolism, this means they need to pop a lot. Second one is penguins recognize each other by their voice. Even in big noisy colonies, penguins can distinguish their mates and offspring thanks to their distinctive calls. For emperor penguins, whose colonies can number in the thousands, this is very helpful. The third one is penguin flies underwater. Penguins, unlike flying birds, use the same muscle and wind motion underwater with their wings adapted into flippers, allowing them to propel themselves through the water. In conclusion, penguins are one of the most iconic marine birds, uniquely adapted to life in cool oceanic habitats. Their ecological role as predators and prey, and their sensitivity to environmental change make them essential indicator of ocean health. Protecting penguins means preserving the fragile marine ecosystem they depend on, and that humanity benefits from too.